This is a disclaimer. What you're about to encounter is purely an opinion. Opinions are generally based on lived experiences, and what we're about to encounter is my opinion based off of my lived experiences on whatever topic we're about to encounter, guys. All right? So let's go ahead and jump into this immediately, and please, let's keep it civil.
If you or anyone you know have been affected negatively by Mr. MRLBOYD's personal opinion, please call 248-434-5508.
This film is based on a true story. New York.
Jimmy. What's up? Did I hit something? No.
Bro, do you have someone in your trunk?
As far back as I could remember, I always wanted to be a...
I think you made it. If that was your overall goal in life, sir, I think you did it. You should congratulate yourself. Yeah. All right, let's go. Scorsese. I think this is our second movie, so I expect absolute masterful filming. I mean, I can imagine the draw. Like, if you come from an area where everyone, in his words, is a nobody, right? But then there's a small subsection of people in your neighborhood that seem to have everything, all the cars, the women, the overall perceived power, right? I can imagine how you would just, for the most part, strive to be that very specific type of person. It makes all the sense in the world. I don't blame him, but from what we've seen in the first, 5 seconds, I wouldn't say I would personally went down that road, but I get it. If you have no other options, no other real role models, then that's what you're going to do, right? He was the big man. What part? What part of Sicily? You living a life. I still want to know what part of Sicily, guys. Funny enough, my father was born in Gela, Sicily.
It's a letter from school. It says you haven't been there in months. In months? You think this is fun?
But by then, I didn't care. The way I...
Guys, so the father had hopes and dreams that the son would become something more than what he sees, around the neighborhood. He wanted him to go to school, get an education, and I guess exceed the right way in a sense. Yeah, this is just disappointment, guys.
That was it. No more letters from truant officers, no more letters from school, in fact, no more letters from anybody.
What?
Finally, after a couple of weeks, my mother had to go to the post office and complain.
Bro, that's not how it works, but... And the interesting thing about this is that he's saying the police department for wise guys, but this is a super American thing. In many places around the United States, that's kind of what and why a lot of these street fraternities existed. We can't go to the police, so we need someone that has the ability to police the area. Similar to kind of how things work behind the scenes in Dearborn, Michigan also. But a lot of that is based off of religion, potentially. The thing about it is that this is a super American thing. We have built this. That says that we should probably figure out a way that these things don't have to exist and everyone can equally go to the police for the same level of detailed protection, if that makes any sense, guys.
I didn't have to wait in line at the bakery on Sunday mornings anymore for fresh bread. At 13, I was making more money than most of the grown-ups in the neighborhood. One day, some of the kids from the neighborhood carried my mother's groceries all the way home. You know why? It was out of respect.
Ooh. What? What's funny is that, I guess what a gangster looked like at one time was a complete opposite of what they look like now, right? Does he look like a gangster? He looks like he's making a lot of money. And I guess that would have been the definition of a gangster. You look like you have a lot of money. Tailored Italian suits, Italian leather shoes. I get it, guys. I mean, I wouldn't say he looked like a gangster. But all right, let's go. Taking him around the back. Appalachian and Crazy Joe. So he's a terrible person. Like, so Robin Hood, kind of, what I'm getting from this. Yes, this is why he was loved.
What did he do?
Paid him off?
How you doing, Joe?
He made them partners.
Okay.
Right.
Get him out of here. Get him out of
Did you
here.
just take this man's money?
Get him out of here.
I wouldn't do that.
Yes, sir, that's me.
Oh, those were cops?
You did it right. You told them nothing and they got nothing.
I thought you'd be mad. Well,
Don't snitch?
Look at me. Never rat on your friends
I figured it.
and always keep your mouth shut.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. That's not bad advice in a sense, right? If they are your friends, I mean, they are going to be your friends to the end of things potentially, and keeping your mouth shut is probably a really, really important thing when you're in situations like this, guys. Innocent or not, do not speak without a lawyer under no circumstance. Every single one of your words are going to be used against you. They're going to be picked apart to build a case. Regardless of how nice the person is being to you. I'm just giving you guys some free game here. What's your name? I don't know. I forgot. Give me lawyer. Lawyer. Consistently, guys. But all right, let's get it. Guys, I think I like these freeze frame transitions, guys. Wow. Frankie the without papers. Right. Guys, I love all these red gels that are being applied to this image here, guys. It looks very good. I think it adds to the aesthetic well. It gives it like a seedy underbelly, like crime infested red light district type of vibe, guys. Also, the film grain being applied to it is also. It looks really good. I think it's adding also to like a period film look of this, guys. It looks like it was filmed in the 70s.
Security. You're looking at it. It's a joke. I'm the midnight date man. I'm the commandant.
What? Oh.
He just comes in like he's picking up lost baggies with, huh?
I mean, it sounds easy enough.
What's really fun? Questions, this and that. He says, so what are you going to tell us, tough guys?
Guys, you know how sometimes we watch movies and people are like acting like they have a very specific accent? This guy is not acting. He sounds like this. All right? I can't explain how natural his New York accent sounds. It feels like the guy in the bodega outside. I don't know if he has teeth or not, right? But that doesn't matter currently. But he's definitely outside of the bodega playing dominoes. That's that guy. If you know, I guess you kind of know, but that's him.
So now I'm coming around, I start to come out of it. Who do I see in front of me? This big prick again. He says, oh, funny.
That's a wild conversation to have.
The way you tell the story and everything.
You say he's funny?
I mean, what's funny about it?
What's going on?
You got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony.
You say you're funny?
Maybe.
Right.
But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you? What do you mean funny? Funny how?
Say yes.
Funny?
Say yes.
Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Bro, I think he's so little that he has taken offense to everything humanly possible to make an attempt to assert his dominance. He's a chihuahua. He's also joking, though.
I wonder about you sometimes, Henry.
I knew you were joking, bro.
You call embarrassing me in front of my friends, don't like to call me a deadbeat, Sonny, you're a
And that's why the waiter didn't want to come.
Stuff too,
He's a little crazy.
He asked me to christen his kid. 7,000, mate.
What did he just say? He's treating you like you're what? He's treating me like, I'm not even gonna say it, bro. Just understand that's wild.
Right, Paul. You know me. I would like to help you out. I hope so.
Sonny, tell him what we talked about.
You think it's all right?
Yeah, come on.
Nothing. All I know is to sit down and order the meal. I don't know how to make a restaurant. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Like an option.
I'm sorry I said that. I never.
You meant
I
it.
just mean that he's scaring me, That's what you're trying to tell me. You want me to be partner?
That's what it sounds like.
What do you think I'm talking about, Paulie? Please, come on.
Yeah, I mean, that was smart because with how he just got basically punked in his restaurant, if he partners with that guy, that situation would have never happened to begin with. Because then Paulie would have been like, do we have any problems here? Makes sense. I mean, smart. He just made it so he can always get his money. Close up shop. Right. For the insurance money?
In this day and age, what the is this world?
Are you joking? Are you joking?
believe-
I understand why this person may be somewhat concerned, right? Based off of what specifically was going on in New York in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, Brooklyn to Queens Village. I can imagine that this is probably not something you would have wanted to involve yourself in as a young lady. I can imagine.
Anyway, she won't go out with me alone.
Listen to what he just said.
I'm gonna go out with a girl.
That is a wild conversation, guys. Like, you see all of the craziness that's happening behind him, and they're just having a nonchalant conversation about, honestly, irrelevantness, purely. I'm guessing they're going to end up together somehow. He's not interested. No, he didn't. The problem is, okay, so the woman that I think his name is Tommy, right, is with. She doesn't really want to be with him at all without someone there with her. The other guy, he had no place being here in the first place. You begged him to come. He doesn't want to be with this woman. He doesn't really care. He has other things to do that are much more important than appease you.
Big shot.
Slow down, all right?
This is not okay.
I thought it was next week.
It was Friday. It was this Friday.
Loud, but you look good.
Yeah, they're going to get like married or something. You have to, because the way this is playing out, it only makes sense. Extremely powerful this man is. What's funny is so when he was younger, he idolized that one guy, that one guy that had the ability to just kind of bring all of the attention to himself, right? And it seems like his dreams have absolutely come true. Look at him now. Every single person knows him, fears him, respects him. So for the most part, he has met his dream, guys. He's on top of the world right now. Yeah, and she's going to fall in love. Now, after she saw all of this, oh yeah, they're going to be together. Mandatory. That type of power is attractive at times.
What do you do?
Right.
What do you...
I'm a union delegate.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Copacabana.
Yeah,
proud to
just like
present
that.
the
Just
king
like
of the
that.
one-liners.
Yeah, I mean, I expected him not to know. Like, I mean, we saw the movie here on the channel, Lord of War, right? And he was doing all this craziness behind the scenes. He got the girl, right, that he always dreamed of, and then she slowly finds out what he does, and then she very specifically no longer has any real interest in being a partner with him. So I think it would probably be smarter just to tell her now what you actually do, just to save your time, sir, personally. But all right.
I said, where do you want to go for your anniversary? She said, I want to go somewhere I've never been before. I said, try the kitchen.
Wow.
Dr. Welser is here. Wonderful.
Hey, Karen.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, Bruce, how
What
are
were we
you?
at, a country club? Uh-huh. Who's Bruce? Bobby Vinton. Okay, is this the guy who sang Mac the Knife? If so, I love his music. Well, that very specific song. But mainly because my favorite artist in the whole wide world has sung it, Frank Sinatra, Mac the Knife. Let's get it. But I know him because he's also sung it, I think. And she hasn't worried yet why everyone wants to be nice to him. They fear him. Maybe it wouldn't matter. I mean, she's a neighborhood girl.
Don't buy wigs that come off at the wrong time.
That's a terrible commercial. In the ear. Both ears.
Call the cops. You're talking crazy.
Yeah, bro, you're in the wrong company of people saying what you're talking about. Dropping dimes? Okay, hold on. You're not going to live long with that speech, bro. That's disrespectful, specifically in New York and around these times. Dropping the dime obviously means putting the dime into the payphone, letting it drop, and you calling the police and being a snitch. Relax, bro. This man's wig came off pretty easily.
You hear me?
Sure, relax. The phone.
Karen, Jimmy.
What happened?
What is...
The guy from the country club?
He started to touch me. He started to grab me.
Oh, you already know he's about to be deleted. Let me not assume, but let's go. Play this smartly, sir. Okay. I honestly hope that he plays this very smartly. I mean, emotions are high, but make sure you listen. If that makes any sense, guys. Don't just jump at all. Make sure you hear everything. Then you decide, which one sounds the most realistic, and then, But all right, let's see where this goes, though.
You want some?
Okay. No, deserved. Never mind.
I gotta admit the truth. It turned me on.
That's kind of what I was saying about with all the amount of power that he was basically being, putting on display during their first actual date. Now, here's the thing. I don't believe anyone when they say anything to me that's going to make me come out of my own very specific character and then have to stand up for that person, if that makes any sense. Maybe that's just me, but I don't believe anything anyone says to me if it is going to change my kind of perception of reality. Like, if it was going to cause me to do that, I would have sat down and thought about it all. I would have went to the cops. I would not have done that, bro. That's not happening. If what you're saying wasn't 100% accurate, now I'm sitting behind bars and you're free. Never gonna happen, bro. Never happen. We're going to the police. Are we doing business at the wedding? Probably. He's not settling down. Nah, bro. We got like an hour, 45 minutes left. Things are going to get spicy. I'm almost positive. But I can definitely tell you, he's not actually settling down at all. He's not slowing down. He's probably going to amplify it now. He has a family. He needs more money. Right. There are too many of the same names. Now they're all paying tribute to them. Ooh. I'm happy they're happy. But the thing about it is, like, yeah, this is an extremely happy moment. And the reason why I'm stopping it now is because I feel something. This makes me happy, so it tells me this is not going to last long. Right? I feel like I'm foreshadowing because it's too perfect right now, guys. Everything is perfect now. No. That's not how movies work.
If he was such a grown-up, why doesn't he get you two an apartment?
Hey, don't start. Mom, you're the one who wanted us here.
The man hasn't been able to digest a decent meal in 6 weeks.
I mean, I can tell you right now, this man has suffered enough. If he's in a household with that person, he absolutely is. I could not imagine. That would not be a household I would ever want to be a part of. That is what? That's way too much for me personally. I couldn't deal with it. If that's your life, if you like that type of household arrangement, do your thing. I just would it could never be me, bro. That I would have to leave. Overbearing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't do that. So I'm a married man. I don't go out at all. I get that. I mean, listen. She's not in that instance. That's not wrong. I get it. But you should not have been the one to go yell at your daughter's husband like that. You listen, if your husband likes being yelled at all day long, that makes him feel good internally, then you yell at him because apparently he loves it. This is why he's there still, right? But don't yell at your daughter's husband like that. That's crazy. But you have a little something on your face, bro. But what is that you're putting on your face?
God forbid. What would
sounds
happen
toxic.
if you had to go to prison?
Karen. Because of Jeannie. Because he wanted to get away from her. That's why.
I can imagine that.
Something. Unless they make themselves get caught. They don't have things organized.
Bro, that's not even extra money. Guys, this is not even extra money. Like, the money that they're making is so much more than the yearly salary of people at this very specific time that they actually could be doing something more productive, right? There comes a time where they have so much money. Listen, the money that they made from their wedding, guys, come on, all right? They could have bought multiple pieces of property. He could have started an actual construction business. Guys, no, there comes a time where he just wants to do this. This is it. This is just, that's it. That's who you married. Don't say you can't change him. This is who he is.
But mostly they were just looking for a handout, a few bucks to keep things quiet no matter what they found.
I can imagine. At this era, yeah. Little extra. Yeah. That's a little extra, don't worry. A little bit more. That's how it works.
Watch the suit. Watch the suit.
Watch the suit, you little...
Bro, the suit will be fine.
Hey, no, you're my life. I swear to God. Oh, he make your shoes look like mirrors.
Yeah, I don't think this conversation is going to work out how you think it's going to work out, bro.
Excuse my language.
Because you're being a little too, you know.
He was doing a party. I mean, I just came home.
Basically, what Tommy means is that I have a lady friend with me, and you're disrespecting me right now, right, in front of her. If she wasn't here, we would be having a different conversation. He would allow him to consistently continue to break his balls, in a sense, right? But no, bro. Time and a place. Stop talking. Don't say nothing else.
Now go home and get your shine box.
I'm sorry. Tommy gets a little low. He doesn't mean any disrespect.
You don't mean any disrespect, Henry. Are you nuts?
Leave the building. Bro, stop talking.
You insulted him a little bit. You got a lot of order yourself.
Yeah, you did. You did. I was there.
Give us a drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, I don't know where you were, but you obviously weren't in New York. It's how I know. Wherever you went to jail, it wasn't in New York. You were gone for too long, bro. Because you came back with a disrespectful tone. And I know, again, being from New York, there's a certain level of talking that you can do in a way that is, you know, that where it can come off as a joke. But when you start talking like this, how this man is talking, you don't like your life. I don't think you do. I don't think you enjoy it. I think you purposely, listen, you forfeited your life when you continued on. I was trying to say, stop talking. You didn't hear me. You ignored me. So guess what? By the looks of it, you're about to have no face, bro. But all right, let's get it. Oh, hold on. Bro, was this the guy that was in the trunk in the beginning of the movie? I think so. Well, he had to get packed up, bro. His mouth was too much.
And Hughes came in, I figured, you know, I'm so happy to see him.
Hughes came in. I love it. I love it.
I haven't seen you. I haven't even...
Bro, does she just chef up an entire meal at like 2 o'clock in the morning?
I'm working nights.
3 o'clock, maybe?
The hoof got caught in that grill. I gotta hack it off. Ooh.
Right.
Sin. You're gonna leave it there, you know. So
I mean,
anyway, I'll bring you that back. If I put that in the morning, I'm free. I love you.
Just settle down.
Yeah, definitely the guy.
You had to have a sit down, and you better get an okay, or you'd be the one who got whacked.
Well, I guess they just explained how this happened here. I don't think anything good is going to come from them doing this. I understand it was a level of disrespect that could not be allowed to continue. I understand. But apparently he's way too high ranked. So yeah, we can kind of almost forecast the demise of at least 2 of them, most likely. Bro, he sounds super jealous, guys. Let me guess, a side apartment?
The guy who disappeared up the block from Christie. The one that made the beef on.
Oh, yeah.
You know the guy I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, don't lie.
His name was Bats, and these people are driving everybody crazy looking for him. They should...
And then he just disappeared. That was it.
Right.
All right, keep your eyes open. Because
He
they're
doesn't
busting my
believe you.
balls about this bastard, all right?
Okay.
I mean, I think he kind of believes him, but he would hope. I think obviously he would hope that the truth is being spoken, but I think he also knows deeply people just don't disappear like that unless they were taken. They were forcibly disappeared. Right? Also, the scoring of this movie is phenomenal, guys. The music has been amazing, very specifically for this time period. It feels good. It helps.
Hey, Henry, hurry up, will you?
Imagine the smell.
Make some fried peppers and sausage for us. We'll go for your hearts and along. So bad.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like a skunk. Close. Right. Good choice, sir. Good choice. I mean, yeah, I think he has good taste, though. You know, I'm just gonna be honest.
No, you ain't all right, Spidey. You got a problem.
No, I thought you said you were.
Bro, this is an irrelevant conversation.
You ain't all right.
Bro, relax. This man's hand. Bro, firstly, take your finger off the trigger. Like, I understand how, you know, some people tend to carry the 38 special. I am personally not one of those individuals that would ever carry a 38 special like that. It's a big thing. An accident. Bro, purposely pulling a trigger that feels like maybe 10, 15 pounds. Guys, that's not on purpose, bro. All right? That's just not on purpose. And I also don't know why. I don't have any idea why he's carrying it in his waist. I don't know, guys. Times are different, I guess, right? But all right, let's go.
You got a problem.
Go ahead,
No.
buddy. You're ready, mate. That's all you're good for.
Here's the thing. Hopefully you knew what getting with a guy like this meant, right? I mean, I don't understand how it's even a surprise, you know, but either way. And another thing is guys, taking the keys, I get it. He's never home at all in 2 weeks. That's a little wild to not see your wife. And you know, I mean, there were no cell phones, so it's not like you were having like conversations with them, right? It's just wild, guys. Period. It's wild. She is right in this instance, but also, what did you expect by getting with a guy like this? Just to be honest.
Get out of my life!
Even though you guys got you could dance, huh?
He's making fun of the man's foot.
Attaboy.
Right. Stand up for yourself, bro.
What are you, stupid or what?
It's time to pack him up, guys. All right. He's not available. He's not like mentally here. He's overcompensating for something for real. And I'm guessing it has a lot to do with his height. He's the smallest person in every single room, so he has to act like what? He's the biggest? Now, the disrespect at the bar was one thing, okay? That was one thing. But this is something different, right? The kid definitely stood up to him. Great. Move on, right? And the fact that they're looking for, as a matter of fact, let's put some pieces together here. They're not going to snitch on their friend, right? I get that. They're not going to snitch on this. They're not going to snitch on him. But in this instance now, they have to pack him up, guys. Go ahead and give him to the guys who are looking for the reason why the other guy from downtown is missing, guys. I think it's time.
Wake up, Henry.
Damn.
Okay.
Do you love her?
No.
Do you?
No, he doesn't.
Karen.
How does it feel, Karen?
This very specific part is interesting. I understand why he did it, because it's something called a rule of thumb that floats around the culture of New York, right? Under no circumstance do you pull a gun out on someone unless you're going to use it, period. Under no circumstance, well, you know, never, not even just in New York, guys. Do not pull a gun on someone unless you're going to use it. Because if you don't, you can expect for them to reciprocate it. He obviously just did this, and I feel nothing towards it. I'm going to tell you why. Again, she, in the jealous rage that she was in, sat on top of him and put a gun in his face. He then returned, got her off of him, obviously because he's bigger, right? And then proceeded to do the exact same thing she just did to him. So it's fair, no complaints. I have no like negative feelings towards him for this at all. Now, if he would have just done this randomly in a different circumstance, then I'd be like, bro, you're crazy. Why are you doing this? But because she just did it to him and he reciprocated it. So now they both know what it feels like to have a 38 special, put into your face like that in that manner. So yeah, it may sound harsh and somewhat callous. I understand, but the rule of thumb is the rule of thumb.
Hi, Jimmy. How are ya?
She's sorry.
Good. Thank you.
I get it. You knew what this man was. Hopefully you fully understood what this man was before you even married him. Like you knew that he was capable of all of these things, right? But yet you still proceeded. So who's at fault here? This guy here, who is this guy, or the person that continued to be with him even though she knew he was like this? You cannot be upset that a tiger bit you if you allowed a tiger into your house. You get what I'm saying here, guys? Right? This is why I don't feel bad for the people who own lions in like Dubai and then out of nowhere they get eaten by said lion. Bro, what am I supposed to feel bad for your own personal decision? I don't know. I can't feel bad for your personal decision. I'm sorry.
Can't do it.
Nobody says that you can't do what you want to do.
Yeah, do what you want to do. We all know that. I mean,
They're saying that.
what it is, okay? You got to go home.
Bro, what just happened here? Let me go. Wait, guys, hold on.
This is what it is, okay?
Like a glitch in the Matrix or something? Am I crazy? Right now he has a cross, okay? There's something else around his neck when he sat down. I think, or I could be crazy. The Jewish star, David, Star of David. Was this an accident? Huh. Maybe it was an accident because right now, definitely 100% Star of David around his neck. The scene changes, then it's a cross.
The money right up.
I swear to Christ, I'll get the money.
We got to spend the rest of the weekend at the track.
Yeah.
And it just so happens to pull lions on the
Believe
screen.
what
Yes.
happened? 10 years like he was giving away candy.
10 years in a
What?
penitentiary. You will now
How did this happen so fast?
Sweet Henry. Toast, guys.
Guys, this feels like this was a setup. It's like a special prison for made men. You know what? I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. This is plausible. I'm sure it is.
What are you talking about?
I saw her name in the register.
Right.
Sneak this shit in for you, Henry.
Relax.
Stop it, Karen. Just stop it. Rude, come here.
I mean, still at the same time, bro. That's who you married. That's your wife. You know.
Nobody doesn't want anybody doing anything.
So you guys wasted all of the money that you guys made?
Listen to me. All I need for you is to keep bringing.
She picked them up, didn't she? I thought they were going to be super petty, guys. I thought they were going to be.
That means anybody.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
He's about to go to Pittsburgh to get very involved in it. Yeah. This is not going to turn out well at all. I think this is probably... One second, guys. I think this is probably going to be the beginning of the end for these three guys here.
Johnny Roast Beef had to keep them all tied up and away from the alarms.
This is a lot.
I don't know how this is going to work,
Stax
guys.
Edwards got in on it.
Here's the thing, guys. I definitely hope that it works out for them. I just don't know how long they're gonna live in this, guys. The way that this is ramping up is that it feels like we're gonna start losing some of the main characters soon, guys. It feels like it. Got time for that? They're getting very bold, guys. Very, very bold.
Telling me I'm excited?
My mother's name.
Bro, not just a regular car. You got a pink Cadillac. Soft pink. That means, and for example, that means you painted it pink. So you had a little bit of extra money also. Okay, keep that in mind. Yeah, this is ridiculous, bro. If you just did that, why would you then publicly be out here spending that type of money in this era, bro? He's not wrong, bro. The bullseye. So they're all spending money crazily. Listen, the mink is a little easier to hide, right? Obviously, well, probably not. Nah, it's easy to hide. Just don't bring it outside. But the store will also know someone just came and made a gigantic purchase. If you return it, you can kind of play it off like I really couldn't afford it in the first place. Yeah, return it. Never mind. You're good. The pink Cadillac, that's wild. Probably not the right time. That works. That's okay. That's okay. Is that a block of gold? The gold was not a bad idea. Bro, Samuel, put some pants on.
What is it?
Guys, what? Why? Explain. Who is this now? Well, you know, don't make mistakes, right? Definitely don't make mistakes. Not around these guys.
I can't believe it.
That's not a good idea.
That's great. Congratulations.
He's the worst one. Out of all of them, I mean, maybe that's just maybe that's the prerequisite. In order to be made, you have to be like this man. This man is terrible. By all definitions, a bad guy. But I guess they're all bad guys in their own, bad ways. But he's the worst of them. Absolutely serial in his deletions. Guys, he is. I'm going to tell you right now, if he doesn't get his money, he's going to be the reason they fail. So go ahead and point this out, guys. If they fail, it's going to be his problem. It's him. Absolutely. Because give him his money.
Henry.
He's not going to get his money.
Henry boy.
You better give that man his money. There was no way. Listen, there's no real way to talk him out of it because listen, he doesn't want to give him his money. If you wanted to give him his money, if you looked at him as some type of equal partner, if you looked at him like the person who planned this entire caper, right, then he would have given him his money. But instead, he's just openly disrespecting him and not giving him his money. He doesn't want to. Why would he? He wants to keep it. So yeah, he wants to delete him.
All right, Frank, let's chop him up.
All right.
Where you going? Where you going?
Bro, they were all just sitting down. They were all just sitting down, having fun, having a good time, laughing and joking. See, this is why I don't allow people to sit behind me if I'm in a car, bro. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any, and I've never seen this movie before, so this movie did not influence like my overall reasoning behind it. But that's basically one of my biggest fears. No one is going to sit behind me in the car, bro. I don't play that. In a car, very specifically, my son is the one who's sitting behind me in like his car seat. That's generally is how that works. Because other than that, there's no one in my car. I'm not giving no one rides. We're not playing games. You're not getting behind me. I don't see you. I don't see your hands. I'm too paranoid. This guy here, obviously, had no paranoia.
Keep them up all night. All right. I'll see you later.
They just know they get followed. That's crazy, guys. Right. Yeah, he was not trying to share that money at all. I think he gave everybody just a little bit of money just to kind of keep him quiet for the moment, and then they started acting super flashy, realized that all of this was going to come back onto him, then he started deleting everyone one by one by one by one. Everybody in the crew.
Congratulations. I wish you lots of luck. I love you. Don't paint any more religious pictures, please.
Does the mother know?
God be with you. I'm up.
You know, we always called each other Goodfellas.
I don't know if I like the fact that he's like getting like an award, guys.
Oh, no.
Well, we get straightened out?
No, we had a problem.
What?
We tried to do everything we could.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what I mean. He's gone. And we couldn't do nothing about it.
It was a trap. Okay, so the thing is, right? So Paulie basically was like, he's not to be trusted. I don't like this man. This man is trash, basically. And then all of a sudden, randomly, he's going to be made. Okay, right? So of course something like this happened, right? Let's think about this for a second. He should be the last person on the planet that should be affiliated with this the street fraternity here, guys. Absolutely. No value in this human being, guys. I'm sorry. And this is based on a real story.
Revenge for Billy Bats.
So they ended up finding out it was him. But how? Who told? It's all crumbling, bro. It's all crumbling, bro. Look behind you also. Yeah, those terrible brakes.
Was there? Yeah. I think it's been following me all morning.
It has been following you. Absolutely. It just has. Everything that you're doing is coming to a head right now, bro. I think it's time for you to go away soon, bro. I think so. Now listen, I'm not gonna get too deeply into the story right now, but we're gonna have a conversation at the end of this movie here. But yeah, this guy here, oh, I feel bad. I feel bad for him a little bit, but not so much.
Right. Couldn't have gone to your mother's house. You had to come here.
I mean, bro, now they know another location of yours, bro. So what you're doing by going to house to house to house is just making it so they're going to now search all these properties. Congratulations on that, sir. But all right, like it's mandatory that they search these properties now, completely. You're leaving breadcrumbs everywhere surrounding the area. Guys. Oh, it's definitely following you, bro. The wife too now, guys. So literally everybody was afflicted by this thing in this era. Guys, that's such a disappointment to encounter, but I understand it. I mean, people did not have all the knowledge most likely surrounding it. They were just doing it because it was like a party thing, I'm sure. You have your mistress calling you? Oh, that's... But you won't leave him.
In there. I had the package in the kitchen and I went to take her home.
You gotta go all the way to Far Rockaway for a hat? Bro, this is not... This is not a plausible thing. Like, I almost don't trust her.
I would have been dead.
Right. Probably with like a 22. Wow.
Cops busting my balls over Lufthansa.
Nah, this is
They turned
much
out to
bigger.
be narcs. They've been on me a month.
Then you're better off staying in here.
Karen, they could whack me in here just as easy as they can outside, maybe even easier. They're all afraid I gotta rat them out.
Yeah, probably
They're already walking
easier.
away from me. I'm dead in here. You gotta get me out.
Yeah, I would never put my house up as someone's bail, bro. I'm sorry. That's just a terrible idea.
For a while until I can get things straightened out.
They didn't find it because she flushed it.
Karen!
I flushed it down the toilet.
That's crazy.
What was I supposed to do? They were all over the house.
Karen, now why did you do that?
Bro, she had no choice.
Why did you do that, Karen? Oh my God.
They would have found it, bro.
Oh my God.
They would have found it. They would have found it. I get it, bro, but this is his life, most likely.
I'm clean. On my kids, I'm clean.
You looked in my eyes, you lied to me.
Yep.
I'm ashamed now. But I got nowhere else to go, Paulie.
I don't want to. What are I supposed to do? Just pick up?
Bro, he let you live. Take it as that. He gave you severance and told you to walk away. That's it.
And leave everything? Go hiding?
You're alive,
I
right?
don't do that, Henry. Is that what you want?
Karen, if we stay around here, we're dead.
Listen, you just had her mother put her house up for you. This is why I would never do this. See, right there, he proved it. This is why. Never do this, guys. If you ever need a lesson to learn here, never put your house up as any type of collateral that this person is not going to skip bail or bond, bro. Never.
For my mom.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'll go
take
for my
a
mom.
few. No.
And let me guess, the Jimmy went legit off of the dirty money. A lot of people do that. I can only imagine. Well, historically, a lot of people have done this. All right, extremely dirty money. Use that extremely dirty money to turn yourself into something actually, reparable. And it seems like that may be what's going on with him now. And the reason why he's so afraid, obviously, is because he thinks that he's going to be ratted on, basically.
Over here?
Right down there.
Okay, she's going to be deleted, right? Is that what I'm getting from this? There's nothing there except a gun.
My mom's watching the kids. I gotta get home. I'll come back later.
Smart. Now she understands why he's like, be careful. It's time to go.
Karen?
Nobody ever tells you that they're going to kill you. Doesn't
Right.
happen that way.
It just happens.
There aren't any.
It's gonna be okay. I think you got a good chance of being the case. I know where he is. He's hiding now. He's. I'm saying?
No. We don't know what you're saying, bro.
If you have a problem going with Anthony on vacation, he'll take care of it.
But now he's asking me to go down to Florida and do a hit with Anthony.
Right.
That's when I knew I would never have come back from Florida alive.
You really don't have a choice in that matter.
Ed, come on.
Witness protection?
Am I gonna see them? Am I gonna talk to them? I mean, don't.
Okay, kind of the way that works is that there's going to be a mediator. You will contact someone, and then they will then return contact someone else. Then you'll be contacted through your handler. We've done a reaction on the main channel about witness protection. Guys, it's a super interesting program.
Happens to my parents and they get sick. I can't go and see them.
Maybe
No.
something can be worked out.
Generally not.
If they're sick.
I can't do this, Henry.
You have to do
I
it.
can't.
The only way they can get to him is by getting to you.
Yep.
Getting to your kids, Angel. I think you
I don't
understand
know
that.
anything.
Come on, you don't know
That
anything.
don't-
Don't give me the
that doesn't
baby
mean
with the
anything.
routine, Karen.
Those suits had a wonderful sense of humor.
What it comes down to, Karen, is we're basically your only salvation. We're going to
Absolutely.
save your life. We're going to save his life.
That's all you'd ever have to know I was alive.
See him here in the courtroom today?
Wow.
Yes. Could you please point him out for the members of the jury?
Wow, guys.
Could you point him out for the members of the jury?
Oh my God.
Your Honor, I have a document that I'd like to have marked.
See, the hardest thing for me was leaving life. Anything I wanted was a phone call away. Free cars, the keys to a dozen hideout flats all over the city.
Everything was for the taking.
And now it's all over.
Yep.
There's no action. I have to wait around like everyone else. I'm an average nobody.
A lot of these people that go into witness protection, they do end up reoffending. A lot of them do. Whew, guys, that movie was a roller coaster of emotions. For the most part, it just humanized kind of, that type of street fraternity for me personally. Okay, yeah, these are some gangsters, but like suit-wearing gangsters, and they're obviously, they have no regard for human life and things like that. I think this movie definitely proves that they really do not have any regard for human life at all. Consistently deleting people over some of the pettiest things to ever delete someone over. I understand respect and honor. These things are important. There needs to be a line drawn for what you will put up with before you actually take someone's life. There needs to be a line here. They don't have a line. So I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people in America that are in this program. Obviously, we'll never know. I never really want to know. I never had too much interest until I did actually see like a video regarding what exactly is witness protection, how it works, and the rates of reoffending, and all of these things. And then that suddenly interested me. I did not know that this is where we were going, though, in the movie. I honestly thought that he was just going to lose his life, guys, because how he was going. Should he be rewarded with life because he put some other people in jail, guys? I don't know if he should be personally rewarded with additional years on his life, guys, to be honest. So how does it happen if you get a divorce and you're in witness protection? Like, do you get a new name? Like, is your name different, or do you go back to your old name? Because you really can never do that because you still are associated in some way. Right. I also understand the divorce that happened here at the end. The reason why that happened is because they had a marriage on paper, but he was never really there. And then when it came down to very specifically, having to be home all the time, the wife was probably like, I don't like this man. I don't like him at all. He's terrible. That's probably what happened, guys. In terms of like how this movie was filmed, though, the movie was filmed very well in a way that it put me back into a place of what it was probably like in that very specific era. I think the set design was amazing. Consistently, all of these cars felt like we were really there because of the very specific choices of vehicles that were used here. Greatness, completely. The movie kept me on my toes, though, guys. I did not know that I actually liked the concept of seeing these type of things. I think this is one of the second or third crime drama we've seen. And I think the first one also was by the same director. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that he probably does a whole lot of crime drama styled movies. So definitely consistently suggest movies that are similar to this here. I think I like these. They're super captivating and extremely drama filled. This definitely was not a comedy. All right, so there really was not too much that was like super funny at all happened throughout. There were a couple of scenes that were just like shocking. Like I did not understand how some of these things work internally in terms of like just how callously they would just delete people. I did not expect for Joe Pesci to be taken out the way he did, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. I did not. I knew that they didn't really like him, but I didn't think that he was found out that at all. I didn't think that they knew that he was the one who did that, and so they just deleted him by tricking him into thinking that they were making him. But if that was the case, they could have just deleted him anywhere and anyway, guys. But they just wanted him happy before he was to be deleted? That's crazy. Right? That's crazy. But all right, listen, if you guys want to see the full-length reaction of this video, it is on Patreon at the second tier. All right, and listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day and enjoy your day thoroughly.